Alright you guys, ZFR back here, and in this video I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on the Death Stranding gameplay that was recently shown in the 49-minute presentation. So pretty much this has been getting like a lot of mixed opinions online. A lot of people have different opinions about whether or not the game looks really interesting, like something new and unique, and then there are some people who just feel that the game is absolute garbage. It's a walking simulator, this, that, and the third. So the community is really split down the middle when it comes to this game. I just figured I would take a quick second to throw my 2 cents in. So, did I like the gameplay presentation? My answer is no. Okay, clearly it was cut up. First of all, we didn't, if you look closely, it was heavily edited. It seemed to cut a lot of things out. So my big thing with the entire presentation that I didn't like, actually two big things. First, I didn't like that it was in all Japanese. Some people said it didn't bother them. It bothered me. Alright. Like I needed to understand what characters were saying. I want to understand what was going on, and the fact that the entire thing was in a different language for me was a little you know what I'm saying? And yeah, good gameplay speaks for itself, but Death Stranding is supposed to be a game where the story matters a lot, right? I mean, at least that's what I believe. So with that being said, the fact that we didn't really get much story with this gameplay was a little disappointing to me. But another thing I really didn't like was a lot of these long periods of walking or traveling with nothing happening in between. For me, this just doesn't exactly look fun or intriguing. It just looks like walking for miles in a game, which is kind of boring. So with that being said, I think for me, my biggest critique is I need more dynamic world events, like when we saw him run into the bandit camp and stuff like that. I think I need more of that going on in between moments. Maybe certain groups try to rob him, or he walks into like a fight between the different factions. We've seen that there are multiple factions in the game, so this most likely will be a possible world event, or maybe just some really strong, I forget what they call the rain, the time fall, is it? BTs come out of nowhere, just things to make the journeys in between these places a little bit more interesting than just walking around or just hoping you run into what another player leaves behind. Because a lot of people are still saying they're confused about what Death Stranding is. Well, here's the thing, and I'm just gonna give my opinion on what I think Death Stranding is about really quickly. So yes, you are kind of a UPS man in the post-apocalyptic future or whatever. At least that's what we've been shown. But obviously there's going to be a bigger story that the main character Sam gets tangled up in, most likely having to do with one of the scientists who may be behind everything that's going on in the world of Death Stranding. So with that being said, I would just say people who want to know, the exact story and what the game is all about, you're probably going to have to wait until launch, because it's very clear to me that they don't want to spoil any of the story or they don't want to explain any of the bigger things within the story until the game is actually out. They want you to play it for yourself and kind of unravel some of the mystery behind what's going on in the world and what's causing everything. So with that being said, yeah, people who are hoping that they explain everything that's going on is probably not going to happen. I hope that they do show more combat gameplay in the future. What we got, in my opinion, was good. I heard some people saying the combat looks trash, or it looks bad, or garbage, or it wasn't anything new or special. And I'm really not understanding this lately, where people want every single game to kind of have like this new feeling to it. Like, don't get me wrong, yes, we want new IPs, yes, we want new interesting games and all of that stuff, but at the same time, to expect these games, it seems like people are expecting games to come out and do something revolutionary with each one. So with Death Stranding, a lot of people, I guess, were just expecting it to be a lot more crazy, but the gameplay that they showed, in my opinion, with the combat and with fighting the bandits and stuff and stealing their car, all of that looked super fun and interesting to me. It's not like any game I've played for a good second here. So with that being said, I'm still excited for Death Stranding. I really am excited to really dive into the story and see more of what it's going to be about, of what's going on in this world, of the different mysteries, and just to kind of experience the game. I'm excited. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Do you think Death Stranding still looks interesting, maybe even more interesting now? Or are you kind of one of the people who feel this isn't going to be the game for you, that it's a walking simulator? So tell me what you guys think down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more Death Stranding content, and I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out.